Hi, it's Ileana. So today I am going to talk about the follow up to the two energy upgrades that I had gotten with Dr. Amir. What's going on with those? So I've been really checking in with myself what those two upgrades are, and they were literally upgrades I think that were turning me into an all-seeing Akashic record, like a living, breathing Akashic record that could see everything and anything all at once, everything in the Akashic records, everything in the universe is clearly seeing everything with so much clarity and information coming in, like everything coming in of all things all at once. And it was a lot of information, it was a lot of clarity. But I said to myself, slow down the upgrades so that they can integrate safely with my living body to do the work internally of integration. It's like this: if you were offered a superpower ability, would you take it on fully and embrace it to the fullest potentiality that it can reach? The superpower, this ability. And I said to myself, thank you for expanding my abilities with these upgrades, but I don't want the full superpower because I don't need to see everything all at once. It's a great ability and I'm thankful for it, but I choose to work with it in an integrative way where having more clarity is wonderful. To be able to see things with a lot more precision, a lot more clarity and understanding of the information, connecting to beings, connecting to places, connecting to things that offer insights in what's going on, to learn, to have knowledge. I've always been able to access things with clarity, but to have it magnified 100 times over, and what that clarity is in receiving the information, it's an interesting experience to go through that, but I don't want to be a living Akashic record on a daily basis. I am still in a human body, still experiencing being human on a physical level, although I'm not human in the sense that I subscribe to everything being human, because I'm not. My thoughts, my spirituality, my ability, a lot of the time I am outside my own body. My consciousness is on other planets, both physically and energetically, like literally on other planets. I talk to many different extraterrestrial beings. I have contact experiences. I see so many different things outside the human norm. And as a super consciousness, I experience things that are everything in consciousness, everywhere, anywhere, like being a living Akashic record. But it would be on an experience where my soul is freely experiencing that in a joyous moment, not gathering information constantly to bring back to someone else. Like if I'm told something, an idea, my mind will just go with it, with this ability now, and go full clarity, full 100% clarity, bring it back, do the process, complete everything. And that is the living Akashic record. And I'm like, slow that down. I don't need to see everything all at once. And that kind of, I guess, experience, if somebody says something to me and the ability just goes with it to gather all the information that there is about that particular topic or idea, it could literally blow one's human fuses, energy fuses, and make you drained and tired. I don't need to experience that. I've experienced it a few times with this upgraded ability, and I've slowed it down, and I've made it go gently in integration and exploring the ability. allowing it to work more for me and with me, of course, tapping the experience of this ability of being an all-seeing Akashic record, of being an all-seeing eye, of having everything opened up with clarity. It's amazing. It's a great experience, but when you're doing inner healing and outer healing, if something is going too fast, slow it down. Make it work for you with integrating these upgrades. If you receive something so quickly, it could be very amazing, but it's still your upgrades on the energetic scale and on the physical scale of your body, your mind, and your soul, and you can choose how the integration happens. You can do it slowly, you can integrate step by step, and that's what I'm doing with these upgrades. I don't let the upgrades control me. I work with the energies of the upgrades to work with me in a holistic way that is not overwhelming, overpowering. You don't want your abilities to control you and take you over and dictate what you're seeing, how much you're getting. Because you could be getting information day in and day out. You can be jacked in, plugged in into the consciousness stream of always receiving without a stopgap. And I have always been receiving, but with a stopgap measure of I receive of what I need, enough of the information to help me understand and have clarity. Enough of information to make wise decisions, but not feeling overwhelmed with what I've received. When you receive everything in eternity without a stopgap, that can make you question, what is this information? Why am I getting it? Do I really need it? Is it that important? Is it so necessary to have this or not? Sometimes it is and sometimes it's not. I don't need everything in the universe all at once. I can slow it down and get everything still coming in, but in slower portions, proportioned to my comfort level of what I'm receiving and why. Because with great power comes great responsibility. And with this ability, the responsibility is to stay healthy, to stay sane, to stay holistically balanced, and to understand what these upgrades were on an energetic level and a physical level, and be mindful to the body, the soul, and the whole being that I am and what I'm accessing from the universe. To be responsible with the ability, what I do with the information coming in, how much information I get, why am I receiving something, why can I just simply see everything all at once? I can be everywhere all at once. I can download things all at once. Great, but do I need to? Do I have to? Sometimes I need more of things, and sometimes I need less of things, and sometimes I can allow these things to come in as I need them, not as I want them, because not everything is about want or even need. Sometimes information comes in at the right times, at the right place, at the right sequence of events when it's needed for the greater cause of something, for the greater reason of why you are tapping into something, accessing something, and integrating upgrades at a level and understanding of what's good for my body, what's good for my soul, what's good for my overall health, well-being, and happiness. If you are getting upgrades from healers, from energy work, from psychic work, integrate the upgrades at your own level of comfortability, ability. Don't rush it. Don't just go, yes, great, my ability. I'm going to use it full force. I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to tap, tap, tap. Integrate these upgrades and abilities at your own comfort and pace of what feels right for you. Don't let anybody tell you all at once, received, great, done. Use it, go with it. Go within, look within yourself of how these abilities work, what you've actually received, and how to safely integrate it so it does not overwhelm you or scare you or make you all omnipotent all at once, but then it comes with side effects of getting too much all at once and not having the ability to slow it down. Work with what you have and what you're given in upgrades in a pace that is comfortable to you at your own level of acceptance, integration, understanding. And then it integrates in a very complementary manner of what you should be working with and how much and when and how. Allow yourself to have peace, to have time to integrate, to have the ability to understand the gifts that you have and what you're working with and what you're receiving. Always be grateful. Always be kind to yourself and others. Respect the healers, the practitioners you work with. Never blame anyone for anything of gifts that's given to you, of experiences and opportunities that are given to you. Always do things with mindfulness, kindness, respect, and the greatest understanding of the experiences that you have. And if you have questions, always ask the practitioner, well, what is this? What is this? Why am I feeling this way? What is going on here? If you're receiving something at one point and you're like, oh, okay, great ability, but what do I do with it? Sometimes there's follow-up questions of what now? What comes after this has been done? This upgrade, these upgrades. I've been able to figure it out on my own, how this is going on, these upgrades, and what to do with them, how to work with them safely so that I am safe and I am protected. If you're not sure, always ask the practitioner, what are they exactly, what are they doing for me, and how do I work with them? Like, I understood everything Dr. Amir told me because I've gotten upgrades before. I've done upgrades on myself as well, and I've helped people to do energy upgrades, to do soul upgrades. Like, I've done this before. I think every upgrade is unique. Some go faster, some go slower. It's what your body and soul is capable of taking in and working with. Every person is different to how much upgrades they need and how much at a time, all at once, or in bits and pieces, in levels. Whatever is comfortable for you and is right for you, that is what you receive. What's safe and good for your body, the mind, and the soul. I received the upgrades all at once, and Amir thought I could handle so much upgrades all at once, and I can. I just choose to work with them responsibly at a slower rate. So I've slowed them down as a responsible practitioner. I know what I'm working with, and I'm grateful for him for the upgrades, for tuning in and allowing the upgrade codes to come in. And he gave me the option of going to the backup of my old way of life. I'm not going to return the backups. I am choosing to work with the super speed upgrades at a slower level, just slowing them down, slowly integrating, not all at once, not so fast. I don't need to be going beyond the speed of light with this, even though my soul goes beyond the speed of light every day. Certain things I can slow down and figure out how to work with them in a very profound way that's having an experience and knowing what the experience is. Even though I got the upgrades all at once, like super consciously, boom, here you go, all of it. I choose to slow it down and experience it and integrate in a slower process. That's good for me. I will work with the upgrades to understand. I will not go to the backup of my old self. That one was proficient. This one is better. But I understand that everything happens for a reason, and I'm to integrate safely the upper gifts of these upgrades. So that's, as a holistic energy healer and practitioner, that's what I'm doing. That is my greatest gift, to work with these upgrades and understand what they are how they exist with me and what I can do with them, and how to safely integrate. And I am tweaking the energies. I am tweaking these upgrades. I am exploring them. It's a fascinating frequency and energy of higher alignment of yourself on all levels of your reality. So that's what I'm working with. And whenever you get upgrades, healings, if you experience something beyond what you thought it would be, always tune in with yourself to check in what that is with your mind, body, and soul. Talk to your body, talk to your mind, talk to your soul to know what this is, how it's integrating in your body, the energies, the frequencies, the upgrades, the healings. Tap in, be mindful, be conscious of everything that you are and what's within you, these frequencies, and how to work with them safely so that nothing can hurt you while integrating something new or something that's already been there, but it's been upgraded. Be conscious of checking yourself every day that things are balanced, your energy, your health, that things are balanced. And there's nothing sneaking in that shouldn't be in your mind, body, and soul, because sometimes things can come in that shouldn't be there while you're integrating something wonderful. Check in to make sure you're healthy. And there's nothing there in your mind, body, and soul that shouldn't be there. No outside interferences while integrating something important. While you have your focus on one thing, other things can slip in. So be careful, be mindful, work on yourself, work on your mind, body, and consciousness and physicality. That everything is holistically integrated in a balanced system that's good and healthy for you at the pace that you're ready to work with. That's good for you. Thank you so much.